position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Turbin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Changing the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here.
Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Get set, get set.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this 1st drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the 1st down without getting the touchdown. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Yellow Jackets are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Handoff to the lone back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Open space at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bobo. This time it's complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
On the run, it's back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Bobo. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped on the ground, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll leave it with him. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Easy. Go.
Looking to fire. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50.
What a break. I tell you what, the returner caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field, where he was able to go recover it.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Caught behind the line. It's Maddox. Delivers the stiff arm. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Raiders 27, jump.
He's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to Cal. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Carrier. 29 Philly. 329 Philly.
Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Owls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Let's go! Ready.
Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Owls come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Turning it on! That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming.
Moves.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs.
Spider.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown,
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down, because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And he added the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Complete to start this drive. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The running back has it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bobo. Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding. Dominating again, getting a his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to...
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
42 Spider. 4-2.
To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Really good job working.
Get upfield and chew up some extra yards.
Always got a chance. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires one high and deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll test the right side. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Bobo. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Morales. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Firing to the end zone. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Turbin. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking on the move. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw. It's Bobo. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Racing down the left side. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 18 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He lets it fly. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. The 20. And he's out of bounds right at
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he tacks on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Cricket.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Owls moving quickly to the line. Just keep slinging it. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly.
Clear. Clear.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. Inside the touchdown, Yellow Jackets. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be brought down. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. Snatches it on the right, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Power football with the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right back to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Bobo. Sets up the screen. That's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. I don't know if it was luck or... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Gets it past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Runs through a tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Creates a little room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
If they're playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motion. receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
Let's go!
Quick release by the QB. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Browning. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of. Week, and after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
2-9 Philly.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They want to run it left here.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and depleting the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Platt. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop inside the 25. Working closer to that red zone. A gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. On the move, it's Snow. There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Rides the back on the option to give. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Might be calling a hot route.
42 Spider.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding open area. Got enough for the first. And brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape.
And he's thrown another interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one more time as the clock winds inside a minute. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal.